Trump's repayment reckoning. Sponsors cough up for migrant welfare grift. Minnesota's Racketeers, your bills due. By Phillip C. Parrish, retired U.S. Navy LCDR, 2026 Republican candidate for governor of Minnesota. December 23, 2025. As a lifelong Minnesotan farmer, father, and fraud whistleblower who's spent years exposing the daylight robbery in our state, I've got zero patience for the organized crime syndicate masquerading as the DFL machine and their nonprofit enablers. They've been looting billions from hardworking taxpayers like you and me, funneling it through bogus welfare schemes tied to migrant sponsorships. Well, buckle up, grifters. The Trump administration just dusted off a 1996 law that's about to make you sweat bullets. Deputy Secretary of Health and Human Services, HHS, Jim O'Neill, is firing off repayment demands to sponsors whose guests have been guzzling taxpayer-funded benefits like Medicaid, SNAP, TANF, and SSI. This isn't some shiny new policy. It's federal immigration law that's been ignored under Biden, letting the fraud fester like an open wound. Let's break it down raw. When you sign that Form I-864 affidavit of support, you're not just scribbling your name, you're inking a binding contract to reimburse Uncle Sam for every dime your sponsored migrant pulls from public coffers. That hook stays latched until the migrant becomes a citizen, racks up 40 quarters of legit work, skips town for good, or kicks the bucket. No compliance? Expect lawsuits, collections, and a pile of fees to bury you deeper. O'Neill's letters, blasting out since mid-December, are the first wave in enforcing what should have been standard migrant sponsors, not American taxpayers foot the bill when private promises flop. But here's where it hits home like a Minnesota blizzard for our state's thieves. This crackdown is zeroing in on the Somali scam networks that have turned Minnesota into fraud central. We're talking the feeding our future debacle, where grifters siphoned off $250 million in federal child nutrition funds during COVID, money meant for kids, not crooks' pockets. And that's just the appetizer. Top prosecutors are now eyeballing a staggering $9 billion or more in potentially fraudulent Medicaid billings across 14 services, mostly orchestrated by Somali diaspora players, gaming the system with fake autism diagnoses, bogus daycare ops, and election-rigging side hustles. Remember those $248 million in sham Medicaid claims I blew the whistle on? Or the $700 million autism racket where kids got slapped with phony diagnoses for kickbacks? It's all tied to sponsors, often DFL-connected nonprofits like charities or services, who played poverty pimp while enabling the heist. These faith-based enablers? Don't get me started. I know true charity doesn't involve ripping off the flock. This is straight-up table-flipping time, like Jesus chasing the money changers out of the temple. The Lord's justice is patient, but when it lands hard, and right now it's aligning with federal enforcement to expose every last racketeer. To all you thieves and grifters in Minnesota, yeah, that includes you politicians, political candidates, and your slimy nonprofit sidekicks in the DFL syndicate, consider this your final warning. If you've been thieving and grifting off the backs of hardworking Minnesotans, draining our welfare, Medicaid, and relief funds to line your pockets or buy votes, your free ride's over. The feds are coming for repayment, and I'll be right there shining the spotlight on your scams. No more hiding behind compassion while you rob farmers, teachers, and families blind. You'll be held accountable. Lawsuits, indictments, and maybe a one-way ticket to federal pen where you can ponder your sins. Think you're untouchable? Ask the dozens already charged in these schemes. Their empires are crumbling. Keep it up, and you'll find yourselves sweating in court, explaining to a judge why you thought stealing billions was a smart play. Dark humor aside, it's almost funny watching you squirm, like rats in a trap realizing the cheese was bait all along. Minnesotans deserve better than being chumps for this criminal network. As your 2026 gubernatorial candidate, my mission is clear: expose and dismantle these looting machines, from street-level fraud to the corporate political suites. The tide's turning, guided by faith and fortitude. If you're clean, join the fight. If not, well, start packing. The reckoning's here, and it's biblical. For more, visit parish4mn.com or follow Phillip C. Parrish on 10th. God bless Minnesota, and may he have mercy on the guilty, because the law won't.